After the ball is over, after the skein is done, after the die lot's finished, and you are short just one, many a knitter has made a tearful and desperate call, pleading with their local yarn shop, go after that ball.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 576. Today is Tuesday, October 24th, 2023, as we are recording. I am Marlecia, also known as Lady Fernico.
And I'm Tali, also known as Franciscan Gypsy. It's just cold in the house. I'm not sure how cold it is actually outside.
It's starting to warm up, but it was quite cold this morning. It was in the 30s. We want to welcome all new and returning viewers to the Fun in the Woman Cave. If you're new, we're glad you found us, and we hope you see something you like so you will continue to join us. If you are returning, we're glad to have you back as always. If you are new or returning and still in the shadows but would like to become more involved or become official, you can just tap the little red subscribe button on your right, and tap the little bell, and that will give you notifications. You'll get a little drop down that tells you get all the notifications. Some of the notifications are none of them, so you can choose. So that's that. If you want to take part in the alongs and things like that, you need to be part of our home group, which is a private group. It's over at PHN. Let me see.
Freeforums.net.
PHN podcast.freeforums.net. And that's in the little description box below the video. You can just follow the link and say you want to join. And once we're sure you're not a robot, we'll let you in. Mm-hmm. Okay? How many projects do you have?
1.
Okay, I have 3. So I guess I'll go first. In my fall leaves Adagio mug that Davina got me for Christmas, I think, last year, along with the tea, I am having a fandom blend from Adagio. It's called Candy Bar Chai. And I like this, but there's a little bit too much coconut in it. I love coconut, like in macaroons and stuff.
Well, you just pick it out, right?
I did. I picked out 2 large ones. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's just too strong for me. It's still a really good tea, especially if you like coconut. I prefer some of his other blends more, but this is really good too. So that's what I'm having. It tastes kind of like a Mounds bar in a cup, which is, I love Mounds bars, so this is good, even though it's a little more coconut heavy than I like because of the extra flakes. What are you having? And
in my Rather Be Knitting mug, this is purple tea, and this is from, fiddlesticks. It's
Whistling Kettle?
Yes, it's from Whistling Kettle. So, just wanted a plain-ish tea.
Right. I've been drinking my plain tea, which is the little gray cells, which isn't completely plain, but I've been having that every morning, so that one goes down very quickly because It's really good in the morning. It's good all the time, but it is caffeinated, so I don't want to have too much of it. That's why I don't have it this afternoon.
You have a lot of inflammation and pain.
I'm sorry?
You have a lot of pain.
Inflammation.
Inflammation and pain.
Yeah. Okay, the alongs that we have here, we have 3 alongs going. The first one is the toy along, which is, as it says, toys. All kinds of toys. You have knitted, crocheted, loom knit. If you can make paper kind of toys like dollhouses that use cardboard or whatever, or paper dolls or whatever, that all counts for the toy along. Featured yarns and featured patterns are the same always. Anything by Lady Fernico Creations, anything by Franciscan Gypsy Designs, and anything by Laura Concert, which is Lollipop Girl Creations, I think. That's a given if it fits the theme. And also any Bakery Bears toys or yarn, and any Chronically Crocheting toys, like her Mr. Pearls a lot. Also Mom Cook, which I forgot last week. Mom Cook is loom knit, and I believe her name is Renee Van Hoy. I think she's now on Etsy. I went to find her on Ravelry, and it directed me to Etsy. So she's on Etsy now. very, very proficient person. She's got like courses and everything on there to be. I may have to buy some of them to really get a good jump start on the loom knitting. So those are all featured yarns and featured patterns. Okay, as long as they fit the theme. It goes from the beginning. Well, it goes from October through December, and the hashtag is hashtag PHN Toy 2023. Okay. Anything I might have forgotten on this, it's in the thread in the home group. Now the Out with the Old Cal Lal is okay. The same rules basically apply, but the only featured yarns and featured patterns are things by me, Lady Vertical Creations, Talia, Franciscan Gypsy Designs, and Laura Concert, which is Lollipop Girl Creations, includes her yarn and her patterns. And this is just, it really has no theme except that it cannot have been started after October 1st. It has to have been started earlier because we're finishing things. This is to finish all the things along. And this is knit, loom, knit, crochet, as we said before, paper crafts. And the hashtag is hashtag PHN Out with the Old 2023 on Instagram. And the last one we're doing is the movie night, and this has been going all year. So you guys know about this one already. You know what it's about. Anything that has to do with movies, and we're talking about the movie experience, either the theater or the drive-in. Not something that's been released to DVD or Netflix or something like that. And the same featured yarns and featured patterns as the last one, and also the same kind of projects: knit, crochet, loom, knit, weaving, and paper crafts. Let's see. The multiple prizes are the same as always. I didn't mention them before, that's why I'm mentioning it here. You're responsible for your own multiple postings. If you have questions about it, it's in the thread. And it's hashtag PHN Movie Night 2023 on Instagram. All right, that takes care of the alongs. We do have prizes for all these alongs, thanks to our very, very generous and lovely donors. So we are very much appreciative of you.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. All right. Let me have a drink here. This might be a little bit of a faster podcast, as I mentioned to some people last week, and in threads and things like that. My mom is coming to celebrate her birthday, so we're in the throes of getting the house ready and cooking a meal and all that kind of stuff. So don't have a whole lot of free time.
Mm-hmm. Now you go twice once.
Twice once, yeah. Okay, so my first one is
if you have something you can't show, like a design, couple it with your first one.
I do. I do have one I can't show.
So couple that with your first one.
Yeah. Okay.
Does it make sense?
Is that 4?
Oh, do you think maybe you miscounted?
No, I didn't, because I didn't do the courthouse, I don't think. Unless I worked out at like 3 stitches in the podcast. I'm not going to show for that. Yeah, okay, so the first one I'll show is one I can't show you because it's a design in progress. And this is in my lovely, ginormous Christina bag of owls. Owl bag. I love it. And so that's that one. I can't show it to you. So I did work on that yesterday while we're watching television. Well, not television, a DVD of a TV show. Okay, and the other one I have... Oh, do I have to go still twice?
One more, yep.
Okay. Is in my Silvershed USA 10-year Podiversary bag. My lovely Anne, who used to be Anne Brody, Anne Gander, I think is now.
I believe that's what you've said.
And so this is my strawberry shortcake baby blanket. My husband thought this was really soft. It's a Cerebel pattern, as you guys can tell, because whenever a baby blanket shows up, it usually is a Cerebel, unless I'm knitting it. So yeah, and this is an ice yarn, and it's kind of a fuzzy yarn. You guys know all about it, and you see how pretty it kind of just pools. I really like that. It kind of reminds me of a sunset sky where you have the clouds kind of, you know. But yeah, so that's this. I think I'm on like my 3rd, 4th skein of yarn. I should be finishing this relatively quickly if I just sit down and do it. But after finishing the shawl, I'm like, I'm going to do what I want. And
yeah, for sure.
If I don't want to do it. The other day, we were sitting here talking, and I was pulled out something to work on, and I said, I want to do it. So
Well, part of the thing is you also lost your hook.
I did, but I also didn't feel like doing it because I had to. The color's very dark. I was going to show it to you, and I decided not to. The color's very dark, and I can't see, so I'm in the process of thinking maybe I'm going to change that color to something else. In fact, you can't see. I'll show it to you after the podcast. I have an idea what color I might switch it to. It might not look the same, but I don't care.
Well, I mean, it's not going to look the same if it's not the same color.
That's very deep.
Well, I mean, it's kind of obvious.
Oh, I did count the courthouse steps, so I guess I did 1, 2. Oh, I know what it was. I didn't put my
Hood.
design. I didn't put it in my projects. I put it in design.
Right, but for you, because
for me, it's a project.
It's a project because you don't consistently put designs in your shop.
Yeah. So I'm not going to do this one anyway, so you go ahead.
Okay. So, I only have the one project. I started Mom's owl donuts. Let me.
It's really cute. Cutest one of the bunch. You know?
So, there we go.
It's like it has funfetti cake dough.
So that's exactly what I intended, because it's speckled. So it's got funfetti. Then I've got this blue.
So cute.
And then in sections where they have the other yarn that they have, I'll have the funfetti area. So it'll be fun. In some ways it's similar to the other one.
To what other one?
To the owl in the picture.
Oh, right.
But it's different enough. And I really wanted to have something that wasn't just plain this time around, because all the other ones have just been pretty plain. So I got to play a little bit while still, with the icing, having something that was a normal base to work on.
Are you going to play with yours too?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have yarn picked out.
Yeah.
Although I can't remember if I played more with a combination of colors or if I did because I had I wanted it very different than some of the things I've been working.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't remember where I played. It was different though.
Okay. Well, I was just wondering if you did play. I didn't know where.
Yeah, and then my whole goal with the two of them is to have something not necessarily specific to that animal.
Right, it's just fun because we don't care. I mean, Davina likes it realistic. My husband likes it realistic. My mom has a fantastical creature anyway.
Yeah.
And what's Grandpa's?
Pig.
Yeah, it's pretty realistic too, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of the pinky, orangey.
Yeah, exactly. Salmony
color. So that's kind of cute. We just finished a stitch so I can show you my next one. Let's see here. Oh, did you see the comment? I'm sorry, I haven't commented. I did like everything, but did you see the comment that said about the stitches, welded stitches, or whatever it was that we were talking about last week?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, somebody commented about that. I forgot who it was. But here, let me just get my other thing out here.
I thought I saw the comments, but...
Well, you hearted it, but...
okay, well, maybe I just don't remember it, because I did read the ones I hearted. I didn't just heart them.
Yeah, I read them, too. Let me see here. I always try to read them. Okay, in my... Well, I'm not going to do the one on the courthouse steps, because I didn't really work on that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the next one is in my Knitter's Magic, and the courthouse. I do want to show the bag, though, because Christina gave me this one, too. So, and it's ginormous, too. Look at this. Isn't that great? She made this for me. I absolutely love it. She spoils me rotten. I love it. It's so pretty. So that didn't get the work that I wanted to, so it's going to sit there.
Mm-hmm.
But this one's in my Knitting's My Bag. It reminds me of a tablecloth, on a cafe.
Right.
So this has got Talia's Cherry Bomb shawl from the Scrap Shawl pattern by Anastasia Sattel. And I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to do this color. Still just kind of...
Oh, Mom got so many layers on right now.
No, I just want to see... I still have a ways to go on this. I kind of like to do as much of this skein with this as possible before I give it back to her. But...
Well, I mean, you might still have places you want to shove it in other places because it is so scrap shawl.
Yeah. And I did keep, this is not quite big enough. That one, if I make it as big as that because I like that size, I won't have any more of this because it's not as big a skein to begin with.
Right.
Because that's a Miss Babs, and this is just a normal, one of my colorway skeins, so it's
Right.
about half the size. So even if I don't go as big, I don't think I'll have enough to do two because it's just too much.
Right.
Too big of a thing. But anyway, this is my chocolate covered strawberries colorway. And it's, you can see it's growing a little bit. I did some work on this last night. Maybe about 2 or 3, 4 rows of it. Oh, that's interesting. It looks almost like a little totem there. Let me see if I can pull this out here. And then, see it right here? It kind of looks like little.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
It's just the way it's pulling.
It's just the way it's pulling. Yeah, it's kind of neat. So yeah, that's this. And this after this yarn, I haven't quite decided. I think I'm going to do the Courtly Love. After that, this is also one of mine. I think that, you know, that'll do that, and then I can go into another one of these kind of yarns. You know. So yeah, that's basically where I'm going from there.
And I don't have any other projects to
Oh, you
show.
don't? Okay, let me just get across the bridge, so to speak, of the spine, so that I have. This is a fun pattern because it's kind of like the other one I was doing, the Sorabelle. I've done it so many times that once I get started, I don't need to look at the pattern or anything. I just go, and
Right.
and if I make a mistake, I can arguably fix it without too much difficulty. All right, let me just clip this off, and we are going into what?
Let's do the paper first.
Okay, paper. My mom doesn't usually watch full podcasts, so I can show you this. I did a little bit of stuff with paper craft today, this week. My mom's birthday is coming up, and so I was gonna buy a card and all this, and I thought, well, maybe I'll make her a spiritual bouquet, and I said, I'm just gonna make her a card. So I did make her a card using some of the stuff I picked up. So this is what it looks like. And I haven't put anything on the inside yet. It's blank. So I can write in there. I didn't want to put anything in here until I showed it to you guys.
Right.
So I can put her gift in here and seal it up as soon as we're done here, and just put it aside when they come on Friday. We're celebrating on Saturday, even though her birthday, I think, is Sunday. It's the 29th. So they'll be going home at that point because they have to get back.
Okay.
Not that they work anymore, but in terms of a job.
Yeah, they just like to get their self resituated for the beginning of the week.
Right. Now, what else do we have? You have finished
FOs.
objects.
Yes, FOs.
Yeah.
Let me just finish the stitch.
Mm.
So, we knew that I would have quite a few finished objects this time around because,
She's been going gangbusters.
yeah, last time I showed the fox, right? No, wait.
No, you showed it. That was on the hook.
Was it on the hook?
I
Okay,
think
I
it
didn't
was
have any finished last time. That's right. So this is the fox.
I thought you had the unicorn finished.
Unicorn's finished after. Was waiting for eyes,
Okay.
and I found eyes afterwards.
Was the pig finished?
Nope, pig wasn't started yet. Fox.
That-
Then here is the
So
unicorn.
cute.
Thankfully, I actually found eyes because the ones I ordered still have not come in. So, I'm grateful because this got finished in time.
So cute.
This was the one that really needed to be finished in time. Then, Grandpa's pig. Now, I did run out of the main yarn for the snout, so I had to find a different yarn to use.
Looks fine. It's close enough.
And there's that one. And then finally,
Oh, that turned out
Davina's-
really cute.
Davina's dog.
Has she seen it yet?
No, she has not.
That's adorable.
So, and
She'll like that.
you can't tell necessarily, but if you see the eyes in a certain light, the
Oh, I can see.
purple gets a little bit blue to it. So that's why the collar looks the way it does. It's got purple and blue. So
Whoop. Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can kind of see it.
Yeah, it says Be Good Light.
It's cute.
And just like with the fox, I chose to grab an eye, like a black, just one of those normal plain black eyes as a nose. Unlike the fox, where I had not finished this part beforehand, so I just seam it on after the eye was in place. I mean, after the eye was in place. Before I finished securing the nose here, I did this little mouth part right kind of underneath, and then once it was there, I was able to secure the eye nose thing. So
very nice.
Yeah. So working on the owl now, and then the bunny. But I do have a snake and triceratops to choose from if for some reason I fall behind.
You need to have the bunny. You need to have the bunny. Don't fall behind on it. You need to find the bunny.
But yeah. Because my snake is perfectly cute if
no, but you need the bunny.
Push comes to shove.
Because you're not a snake, you're a bunny.
So yeah.
Okay. Is that it?
This was a crazy project that is actually it was a crazy plan that
cute.
Actually is working out. Well,
I think because they're small, you don't feel overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you want to do next?
I guess the only thing left is stash enhancement because I don't have any.
Yeah, we warned you that this was going to be really quick because of things. So, it's an Adagio order. It was a fairly large one. We got our tea sugar, which, we go through, I think we go about, every 6 weeks maybe we have to get another one of these.
Something on that. Depends on how much tea we end up having that particular week.
So that's just the sugar. And then I didn't want to get, I think it's like a 3-pound bag. I didn't want a 3-pound bag of this, so I got 2 of the next size, smaller.
I've done that for certain teas where I don't want a full big thing.
So this is my honeybush pumpkin chai. I'm waiting to clear out a tin so I can put this in there. This came, and I'm probably going to put this in the prize not because I don't like it, but because I can't eat it with my jaw right now. It's a ginger snack. It was free, and it's like dried fruit and dried ginger and stuff like that. It sounds really good. I would love to eat this.
Almost like a trail mix.
Yes, I would love to eat this, but I don't think I can. My jaw won't allow me.
Yeah, that'd be good to just slip in something.
Yeah, so if we can maybe put that over there after we're done. Then I had one of my favorite teas. I got the 5, was it 5? Not 5 ounce. Is it 5 ounce?
It is 5.
5 ounce. This is the little gray cells, and I already emptied this into its tin. And what I'm going to do is use this box for some of my ephemera, because I don't want to get rid of the box, the tin. I can get it out of here, that is. It's one of those things where it's so tight that you have to open it from both ends to release some of the pressure. So, the little gray cells. And so I really love this. And so inside, it's empty right now because I took the tea out. It's got a little bit of leaves here on the napkin here. Just some little tiny ones. And I'm going to put some of the ephemera in here because maybe some of the rolls, they fit standing up or whatever. So I have a little more space in my boxes.
Right.
And this is pretty. It'll sit right next to on top of my other box, and I'll know exactly what's in it.
Yeah.
So that's what this is. And I had some sample things come in. This one is, I'm not sure what this is called. I could just tell it's high caffeine. I don't know what it's called. Sometimes they don't put the names on them.
They did put the name on here. It's something orange chai.
I think that's one of Chrissy's.
Chorange chai.
Okay, that's one of Chrissy's, I think. So that's Chorange chai. Then we've got candy cane truffle ice cream. This is by Darnisha. She was the one who gave me I think I was drinking it last time, the Quinceanera blend. She gave it to me just because I had put it on my list.
Mom, you even know how to pronounce quinceañera.
And this is another one of Chrissy's. Always Remember It. I think it's about pets that pass. Most of these are Chrissy's. This one is I Am Newt. I forget what's in. I can't read it because I don't have my glasses on. But I have Newt. I love the tins. They're adorable. You guys may start getting some of these tins for stitch marker things.
Right.
And then this one is fairy wing. I don't know why there's a cat on a fairy wing, but there you go. So that's the teas I got. I may have to make another order when I get more sugar just to refresh some of the ones I'm drinking a lot of, because right now I'm tending to drink a lot of this honeybush pumpkin. I may have to get a tall canister for this. I just don't know where I'm going to put it.
Right.
And the problem is they come in threes, unlike the little 4-ounce ones.
Right, where
you can't just buy one, and I only want one.
Well, maybe there's something that's in a tall canister that doesn't need a tall canister.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've done that before.
I don't know, because most of the stuff I have in the tall canister has like chamomile or whatever, and it blooms or whatever you want to call it, and so you can't fit a lot in it. But I'll figure it out, or Talia and I will do something. A lot of times we end up finagling by doing a little bit of this here and a little bit of that there, so we'll figure something out. Oh, I forgot this. This was given to me by Chrissy as a gift. It's honeybush. She says I'm her biggest fan, so she gave me this. She couldn't find any of the thousands of blends of hers that I have on my wish list. She couldn't find any because when you have too big a wish list, they tend to fall off the back, and they just show a few. So she couldn't find the ones I did, so she gave me this one instead, which is fine. I love honeybush chocolate tea. So, and I've got honeybush vanilla, so I can blend it maybe and make something cool, and maybe put that on my blends. But yeah, all of my enhancements are tea this time around, and I waited a long time before I got it because I didn't want to just spend. This is the one I said I wasn't going to spend willy-nilly after this, because it seemed like we were just spending a lot of money there for a while for different things. Of course, we've been doing Christmas gifts too early.
Yeah.
So it seems like we've just been putting out a lot on different things. So. But yeah, that's that. I've been sitting on my hands for things like yarn and stuff, but I see Expression Fiber Arts is having a nice sale right now. That's hard because I like her yarn. And Miss Babs has a beautiful colorway for, it's 2 different colorways in a similar kind of palette. One's bolder than the other for the Rhinebeck. And this year they're really pretty. Normally I don't like them. Her show colorways, because they're usually variegated. I prefer a tonal or a speckled or a solid, but the variegated, there's not a whole lot you can do with it unless it's just accessories in my mind. So but this is so pretty. It would be really pretty in socks or something, or in a pair of mitts or something. So if you want to go back to the Miss Babs website, check that out, or go to Expression Fiber Arts where they're having a sale. If you get her newsletter and stuff, you might want to do that. Talia, don't fall asleep on me.
I'm not.
Okay, so that's all I have to say about that.
And that actually brings us to the end, because we don't really have any news to share.
No, except for the fact that we've moved our Patreon.
Right.
Our Patreon.
Just this time.
Yeah, we're going to have 2 next month.
Yeah.
Because this month, the end of the week coincides with my mom being here.
For her birthday.
And we're not going to do it. My parents are here because they come from Pennsylvania, and I'm not going to...
No.
No.
And we, have no idea when they'll actually be here, and there's no sense in...
Right. And I've got a PT appointment and all this kind of stuff. So we're just not going to do it this Friday. We'll do it next...
Thursday.
We'll do the first Thursday of the month, because we can't do it that Friday because Father's coming. So,
and he even verified with me that when he left that we had that appointment.
Okay. So we will be doing Thursday at the beginning of the month, and all things working out, we'll be doing it Friday at the end of November as well. So you'll get 2 that month instead of 1 in October.
Yeah.
Okay. Other than that, there's nothing really much to say except that we're really glad to have you with us, and we are glad to see your comments, and we're always happy to read them, and we try to get back to you on them. Thank you to the people who let me know that they got their packages. I'm really happy that you like them, and I think I answered all the people who talked to me about various things private message. Sometimes I don't get notified, so I have to go look. But if you write to me on PHN and I don't get back to you, it's probably because I wasn't notified like I should be,
or it got buried.
So just give me another nudge, and I'll do it, or get on the thread and say, hey, there's just use that little shout out thing where you have in the threads, and so the name is bolded, and it'll come to me, and I can know that you're there.
Right.
But yeah, so that's that. Other than that, I really don't think there's anything we have to say. We do want to thank the people who commented on YouTube and or on the threads. I didn't see anybody on the threads, but I may have missed them. And if I missed you on YouTube, it was just because you weren't there last night when I put my show notes together. So I want to thank Wendy, who is MacGyver, Kara, Paula, Lefty Crochets and Mirror Knits, and I think that's the one who did the thing about the stitches, and then Looney Hiker. So thank you very, very much for commenting, and hopefully I'll be able to get back to you in the next few days. And we want to well, yeah, that's it. I'm sorry. We this is a little short and a little fast, and
But this is kind of what we're hoping because
Yeah.
of just
because we have a lot to do.
lot to do.
So we want to wish you all a very wonderful week and weekend full of knitting, crocheting, paper crafts, whatever it is that makes your heart happy. And we hope to see you here again for the Fun in the Woman Cave next week. This is Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, abbreviated edition. This is the Pen and Needles podcast, episode 576, and that's a wrap.
Bye.